bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum. Hello and welcome back to a Vlogmas Australian edition. So it's day 17 and I was missing in action again yesterday on the 16th. I'm not going to go, I'm not the weather girl, I'm not going to go on about the weather. It was just hot and 3 consecutive days of that sort of heat. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Anyway, so that means that we have jigsaw from the 16th, which of course is the 8th. So we'll grab that one out, put that aside, and then we have today's from the Dahlia Society, which is day 9 of the calendar, but the 17th today. So that's what we will do. Now, what I thought I would also do is answer some of the questions that have been posed in the comments section, and I did make a note of them, but I've then forgotten them, so bear with me one moment. Okay, I'm back. Went and got it. Okay, so I'll start off by doing the Dahlia Society's Advent. Then I'll do the questions, and then I'll finish up with the puzzle, as I have been doing. A little bit windy, which is fabulous. It's only about 27 today, so that is literally magical after the last 3 days. What am I wearing today? So number 9. It's in a box. No idea. What am I wearing today? This is just a ready to wear linen shirt dress, just something easy to pop on. Here we go. Oh, awesome Guttman thread, and look at those colours. How lovely are they? So they're all 100s, 100 meters. Oh, I really like those colours. They are going to actually come in quite handy. I'm about to do a dress with a yellow background, and I wasn't sure, I hadn't even looked to see if I had yellow yet. I know I've got some fabric coming from Nerida Hanson that's got a blue background. I'm pretty sure it's got a blue background, and always need pinks. So they're wonderful. Thank you very much. I'm very happy about those. Okay. Question time. Now, there was only a couple of questions and asked by a few people, so I thought, okay, I probably should look at those. So Nolene Gay Jess asked me twice, and then Susan Flanagan has also asked me about my jigsaw puzzle advent. Now, I got this at Aldi, so I think it may have been either late October or early November that I actually picked this up. It was when they very first started coming out with the Christmas range. I didn't see it in a calendar. For some reason, our junk mail no longer includes the Aldi catalogue, and it's literally the only one I'm interested in. So I've not been happy about that, I'll just say. Anyway, went in there and was just having a browse in the centre section, as you do, and I saw them. And you know, as I've mentioned previously, we have a bit of a tradition around having a jigsaw puzzle that we all do over the Christmas period. Because we live out of town now, and when I say out of town, I'm in a town outside of Adelaide, Maine. Not everyone's around to do the jigsaw puzzle, so I thought this was a nice compromise, at least for me. I might do a larger one once we're into the new year and things calm down a little bit, but yes, that was just a nice pick-up from Aldi. And I've also had a question from Vicky Newman. She's asked what I'm going to do with them. Now, Chris has come in with a funny little quip. I'm pretty sure Hayley has a nice box for them. So, I don't know. I've seen some reels about this, and apparently you get to an age where you love a good box. Any good box that might be handy for something else will be put aside. I am definitely guilty of that. I am loath to throw away a good box, a nice sturdy box. a little, medium, small, little, you know, really small, because who knows what you might need them for. And I take great pleasure when the time comes and I need that perfect box, bringing one out. See, I told you, perfect. Anyway, what I am thinking of doing with them is, I'm pretty sure that I've seen or heard that you can buy like a glue that you can cover them in and then keeps them all together. So what I was thinking of doing is actually mounting them. I've got the corner area where my ironing board station is. That corner there is blank. So I thought it might actually be nice, because there's 12 of them, to put them in that corner area. I thought that would be really nice there. So that's an option. Otherwise, I could put them away and use them in years to come as well, because, you know, it's just a little bit of fun. So anyway, that's a couple of ideas. Now, just going quickly back to the heat, Margian 1942 left a message, and within that message she was talking about how hot it was, and she was saying that watching that jigsaw puzzle take shape was about all she could handle. So watching, you know, some videos was about all she could handle. 100%. That was yesterday for me. There was nothing happening. Nothing happening. I even stopped for lunch. I was putting a pattern together and, you know, that sort of thing. However, lunchtime I had some lunch and sat on the armchair in the lounge, put my feet up, thought I'll just watch, you know, a YouTube video or something. I then woke up a little bit later, so I obviously had a bit of a nap after lunch. So, but that was pretty much all yesterday was good for. Anyway, wasn't talking about that. Maz9917 has asked what circle is. Now, I mentioned the other Friday that I had, not Friday gone, the one before, that it's the first Friday of the month and I was off to Circle. So we have a monthly women's circle that both Marty and I go to, and it's about self-care, really. So I'll say, being that it's a bit hard to explain, I'll say that it's on the alternative spiritual side. But what I mean by that is we talk about meditation, we do a meditation, we talk about things that are going on in our life. We will do little rituals specifically around the solstices and equinoxes. We'll look at different traditions throughout the world, specifically in line with like female goddesses or female deities, or, you know, that sort of thing. So it's not spiritual, it's not religious. It's, I guess, investigating the larger world, and as a group of women being there for each other, because sometimes, you know, it's good to go if you're having difficulties and you just need to, you know, let off some steam or talk about it, but you can't talk about it within your friend group or within your family, because, you know, people will take it the wrong way, or they've got preconceived ideas about what you might think or about how things should be, and you don't necessarily agree. It's a safe space for us to discuss those things. There's no judgment. We can say, we can say what we like. It's not politics, it's not anything like that. It's just talking about the general day-to-day experiences that we're having. So it's a really good place. We always come out feeling regenerated and looking forward as to, you know, the next month ahead. We follow the moon cycle, so we'll sometimes do meditations around that. We talk about manifesting. You know, we'll pull oracle cards. It sounds very alternate and very woo-woo, but it's not. It's just, you know, it's that holding space when you just need that space. So anyway, that's what Circle is. So I'm sure you probably have circles in your local area. You may not even know about them, but I'm sure they probably exist. And it's just a great way to spend a couple of hours, relax, talk with other people. I was going to say like-minded, but that just isn't necessarily the case, because there have been people that don't align and that sort of thing. And it's about overcoming and learning, and looking outside of yourself, I guess, is probably a good way to say it. Anyway, that's enough about that. So for those of you who have been around for a long time, you'll know that my alternate side is actually quite large. I don't bring it here very often because this is about sewing or unboxings really, and fabric and latest makes and things like that. So it's not something I necessarily bring into my channel. However, it is, it has got a good representation in my life. So anyway, at some stage I may show a little bit more of that. I'm not sure. Anyway, back to the questions. The last two questions are about my elastic for my elastic waist maxi skirt from the assembly line. Now, the pattern calls for 10 centimetre wide belting elastic. So I didn't think there was anything special about that particularly. However, it turns out that it's really expensive. So it's like $40 a metre here at Spotlight when not on sale. I learnt that the hard way. However, I bought it anyway because I wanted to finish the dress. Now, one of the questions asked by Jane P2776 was, could it be substituted with something else? And it does give you the option in the pattern to do 2 5 centimetre channels and use a 5 centimetre or 4.5 centimetre elastic. So there are options. I didn't have to use the 10 centimetre, however I wanted to use the 10 centimetre. Elaine R66 then asked, why is it so expensive? Well, I'm not sure. I can only assume that perhaps import and shipping to get it here into Australia could possibly be some of the reason behind that. Aside from that, I couldn't really say. So I have, though, looked for alternate sources on eBay. I think I may have looked on Amazon as well. So I know that there are some alternates, and what I'm thinking of doing is actually buying a couple of large lots in black and in white, and just then putting it into the stash so that it's there, because I know that I am going to make that skirt again. I really like that skirt, so just to have it there. So okay, that is it for the questions. Thank you so much for all of the comments and the questions. I know that I am very tardy on getting any responses out, and really I probably could have spent yesterday doing that, but the brain was just not engaged. There was nothing happening behind these eyes at all. So yes, so anyway, so what have I got planned for the rest of this week? Well, it's Tuesday, so I'm actually in the process of printing and cutting out patterns for my Christmas outfit. Now, it occurred to me only last night that we actually have our first Christmas activity this coming Saturday the 21st. So my family, we are all going up to the Riverland, which is where my parents live. As if you've been here a while, you'll know that my mum, in the earlier part of this year, went into a residential facility. She has MS, she's had it for a very long time, and it just became time. She chose and said, no, the time is now. It's time for her to go into a full-time care facility. So it was her choice, and she's having a ball there. She's been enjoying it. So this Saturday coming, we are all heading up there. We have booked their activity room, and we're actually going to have our family Christmas there. So we've organised with a catering place in the Riverland to cater not necessarily a Christmas dinner, but a roast dinner, and we're going to have that with Mum. And Dad will pick him up and bring him along too, of course, and enjoy the day, and then we'll all come home and get on with the rest of it. So I'm looking forward to that. But that's what I thought, oh, hang on, what am I going to wear? Here I am thinking I've still got a week, basically. A week, oh my goodness. Oh my God, a week, and it's Christmas Eve. Let's not talk about that right now. So basically got a week to get myself together, but that's not the case, is it? I've only got a few days to make myself something. Now, whether I wear that same outfit on Christmas Day and then on the family Christmas that we're going to have here on the 28th, don't know, haven't decided. Come down to time, I figure. But anyway, I'm thinking of getting that going today. Now, those patterns, as I spoke to you the other day, I'm going to do the Easy Does It pull-on skirt from Pattern Emporium and one of those tops. I've printed off both of those top patterns. I'm going to put them together and then see what I can get out of the remnants from when I make the skirt. The fabric that I bought that I'm going to make it out of is 4 meters, so I should be able to get either top and the skirt and probably still have some left over. So yes, so that's what my plan is. So you'll see that later on. Okay, that's enough rabbiting on. Let's do a puzzle. I'll see you tomorrow for the 18th, where we are the 18th. It'll be another puzzle. There you go. See you then. Bye. Bum, 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 bum.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-dum.